Hi, this is Sibila Action Vocal and how to pronounce words with your fry scream. This video is for those of you who have already learned how to fry scream at the basic level, but have trouble with pronouncing words and practicing the lyrics. Today we are going to take care of it step by step so you can fully enjoy performing your extreme vocals. Alright, let's begin! Let's start with the syllables. For quite a lot of people around the world, they are actually much easier than vowels. For the most of my students, the easiest syllables are wow, wo, wow, and wa. But if you will notice that something else works better for you, just stick to it. Everything is flexible and you can easily adjust it to your own needs and your own unique voice. The first few takes can be a bit softer and you can gradually increase the level of volume and intensity. You don't have to start with the heaviest, loudest, the most powerful sound that you are able to perform. Wow! 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 What? 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 Remember to adjust the pitch and sound color to your own voice. We can sound totally different. Wow! 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 Making faces, showing your upper teeth as if you wanted to bite something, opening your mouth more, and things like that can help you to pronounce with greater ease. Wow! Whoa, 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 wah! 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 Wow! Now let's switch between different syllables. I will choose wow and wow, but if you need something else, then you can try another option. Wow! 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 For some of my students, it's easier to start with the clean voice and then gently crack it and switch to the fry scream, like whoa! Wow! Whoa! Wow! 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 Whoa, 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 whoa. Now let's do it a bit faster. If it's easier for you, you can also start with your clean voice and then switch to the fry scream. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa! 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 A trap that I tend to fall into sometimes, especially when I am tired, is that when I go from a clean voice into the fry scream, I forget to break my voice a bit. Without the break, the sound is much heavier, but in this negative way. It just sits heavier on the throat and it's not so flexible. It's harder to achieve a higher pitch, so be careful with that. And whenever you try to go from your clean voice into the fry scream, remember that a small gentle crack may be a very handy thing. Now let's add some extra syllables like we or well, woo and we. For the most of people that I know, the vowels e and u are the most difficult ones. Even if you place a consonant before them like w, we, wu, mi, mu, ni, nu, and so on. So sometimes it's much more effective to start with the easier vowel, for example, for me, wow, and then switch to a more difficult vowel like we. Wowie! wowie, wow, wow. Try it out and see if it's something helpful for you. For the most of my students, it's useful. Okay, let's practice with way, 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 why, and we, and woo. And if any of these syllables will turn out too difficult for you to start with, place before it the one that is easier. So, for example, whoa, way. Whoa, whoa, way. Whoa, way. Whoa, wee. Or just whoa, wee. Whoa, way. And so on. Whoa. Way. Way. Whoa, way. Whoa, way. Whoa, way. Whoa, way. Whoa. Wee. Whoa. Why? Whoa. Of course, you can practice slower if you like. You can adjust anything to your own needs, whether it's the speed, the vowels or syllables that you use, the sound color, the pitch, or the intensity level. Whoa, way. Whoa, way. Whoa, way. Whoa. The next thing that we are going to talk about is one of the most powerful tools for enhancing the comfort and quality of singing and screaming. It's the vowel modification. Vowel modification is about replacing or changing the shape of the original vowel towards the one that sounds better or feels smoother or more comfortable and enables you to not only sound better but feel better, reach higher notes with a greater ease, or to achieve a richer, fuller, stronger sound of your vocals. One of the most common examples of the vowel modification are words like me and see. They are often pronounced like may, or may, or say, because it makes it much easier to pronounce it in a smooth, powerful way, and it's not that forceful. You can still recognize the word, especially when you know the lyrics, because of the context, but the singer or the screamer made this small tweak to make it sound smoother, to make it feel more comfortable, easier to perform. It can also make your vocals sound more powerful because you don't strain so hard to produce a very clear sound like me, but it's a bit more open. May. There's more space and there's more distortion because of that. May say. It's much easier than me see. Of course, you can pronounce the E as it is in the speech, but it may be much easier to modify it. Me. During practice, you can observe what vowels best suit a specific type of vocal, specific pitch, sound color, and intensity. For example, if you aim for a darker sound and a lower pitch, you can direct the vowels towards O or or oo, or something between oo, or something like umlaut, like oh. It may be much easier to achieve a deeper, fuller, more monstrous, more brutal sound with more space and ease without straining your voice. When it comes to a higher pitch, you can direct the sounds closer to the or or even something like a syllable ya. It may be much easier to achieve a higher, much more piercing, sharper, gnarly, but not constricted sound. You can hear a lot of vowel modification in the vocals of people like Mitch Lacker of Suicide Silence, Phil Bozeman of Whitechapel, Will Ramos of Lorna Shore, Ben Dewar of Shadow of Intent, and Dickie Allen of Infant Annihilator. They are extremely good at it, and this is partially why they sound so great. Remember that when you are singing or screaming, you don't have to pronounce exactly the same way as you do when you are speaking. Those are two different things, and you don't have to be very strict about it. Find those small tweaks, modifications, changes that make you feel more comfortable, spend lesser amount of energy, and sound better. Now let's practice with one-syllable words. You can use any words that will come to your mind. Here I will use the most common ones, like fly, why, my, they, one, down, and things like this. Down! Why? One! Flow! Down! One! Fly! Die! Don't! Die! One! If it's too difficult, you don't have to switch between different words. You can choose one, the easiest word, repeat it over and over again, and once it's easy, you can move on and practice with another word. And then you can add word after word to your FryScream dictionary, and once each of those words is easy, you can switch between them just the way I did a few seconds ago. One! 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 Down! 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 The next step is to practice with longer words with more syllables. Usually it's easier to do that with the lyrics. You can use any lyrics. In this case, I will use the easiest song to practice FryScream with. It's Demiurge by Meshuggah. It's just perfect. The tempo is like mid-slow. You have enough time to find and activate the right placement for the FryScream, to open, accent, and modify the vowels. And a lot of words are put into syllables, which also makes the whole practice much easier. The first word is rifen. We'll practice with it like rifen. Rifen! Rifen. Rifen! It goes very similarly in the song. Rifen! 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 You can perform the first syllable with your clean voice and then switch to the FryScream. Of course, if it would make things any easier for you. Rifen! 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 The rest of the line is and embraced, so the whole line is like rifen and embraced. So now let's practice with the word and. And now embraced. And again, you can do this word only with the scream or start embraced and then scream. Whether this or that, let's try it out. Embraced! 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 And now let's try and embraced. And embraced. And can be performed with the clean sound if you like, and embraced with the scream. Or you can do everything with the scream, depending on which option is easier for you. And embraced! 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 Alright, so we went through the first line, rifen and embraced, step by step, bit after bit. In the song it goes like ripened and embraced, or something like that. Ripened and embraced. 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 You can give it a shot. If it works, perfect. If no, then you can practice everything slower, or you can take break between the words as we did previously. Ripened and embraced. Ripen and embraced. Let's try again. Ripen and embraced. Or ripen and embraced. If the approach that I've just shown you didn't work for you, you can test another trick. For some of my students, starting the words or performing the whole words like not ripen, but ripen. A bit as if they were drunk. Ripen. Accenting the vowels much more than normally and softening the consonants also. Ripen. Ripen. If something like that will turn out helpful for you, you can also practice that way and then move to more normal, regular pronunciation, remembering about the vowel modification or other tricks that help you. Ripen. 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 Also, when it comes to this line, for some people the word embraced is much easier for some reason than, for example, ripen. If you will notice something similar, you can start with the word embraced and then practice with the word ripen. Embraced. 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 If you will practice with other lyrics and observe something similar, then you can skip the first word if the first word isn't suitable for your voice, and you can practice, for example, with the whole rest and then get back to the first word. So it doesn't need to be in any specific order because we are not preparing for recording a cover. The song and the lyrics are more like a part of an exercise. So you can change anything that you need. Everything is flexible. If any of the words in the line that you are practicing don't work for now, skip them and practice those that are easy, or find another line that is easier. It doesn't need to be the beginning of the song or the first word or anything like that. You can skip any element that doesn't work for you and work on it later once everything else will become easier and consistent. The second line is retribution, soul, eclipse, turns, solid. It goes like retribution, soul, eclipse, turns, solid. Let's tackle the first word. If it doesn't work for you, just wait until we will take care of the next parts of the line. But let's try to start with the retribution. So it's like retribution. 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 It can be also slower. Retribution. Retribution. And now let's try the word soul. 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 Okay, and now the word eclipse. 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 And now the word turns. 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 And the last word, solid. 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 Okay, so we went through the second line. Sol, eclipse, turn, solid, or something like that. And now let's try to practice it bit after bit. Sol, eclipse, turns, solid, sol, eclipse, turns, solid, sol, eclipse, turns, solid. And now let's try something like sol, eclipse, turns, solid. Sol, eclipse, turns, solid. Sol, eclipse, turns, solid. And now if you like, we can try to do the whole line in one take. Sol, eclipse, turns, solid. You can shorten the word solid if you like. Sol, eclipse, turns, solid. Sol, eclipse, turns, solid. Sol, eclipse, turns, solid. Once the first line and the second one separately are easy to perform, then you can try to perform one after another. Once two lines are easy, you can practice with 3, then with 4. Then you can perform the whole verse. Then you can practice with the chorus separately, one line after line. And once chorus and verse are separately easy to perform, then you can practice both together. In the beginning, you can practice a cappella. It will be easier to adjust the tempo, the pitch, and other things to your own needs. And once it's easy without the music in the background, then you can blast your favorite song or the song that you want to practice with and just nail the part that you have learned. If the original tempo of the song that you practice is too fast, then you can slow it down and increase the speed a few percent each time that you practice. Alright, so this is how you can learn how to pronounce words with your fry screen, how to practice with the lyrics, and how to gradually become better at nailing your favorite songs. Summing up, start the practice with the syllables. For quite a lot of people, they are actually much easier than single vowels. For instance, for a lot of people, it's easier to do wa, ya, or wow instead of just or wow instead of o or o. You can practice with wow, wa, wo, wo, ya, na, ne, nay, no, or anything else that will work for you. Observe what works best and just stick to it. In the beginning, you can perform the syllables separately, then you can connect them just as we did. So we did like wow, 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 wow. Then we did wow, wow, wow. But then we did whoa, 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 wow, 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 whoa, 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 whoa. So something like that. Then you can change the vowels inside of the syllables, so you can practice something else like we, way, way, woo, 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 we, way, why. Once it's easy, you can start to practice one syllable words: fly, high, my, day, way, want, down, do. Things like that, anything that will come to your mind and will work for you, you can practice with these words. Once it's easy, you can practice longer words with more syllables. In the beginning, you can cut words into syllables, like we have this word embrace, so it can be like embraced, or rifen, or retribution. Remember to accent and open the vowels and modify them if you need it. It can be extremely helpful. To shorten the time spent on the consonant, maybe to soften the consonant a bit, to open an accent and maybe modify the vowel more. Retribution. After that, you can take a line from the lyrics that you want to practice with, for example, a song that you plan to cover in the future, and you can practice word after word. Rifen, and embraced. Once it's easy to perform each word separately, then you can start to connect them. Rifen, and embraced. Once it's easy, you combine everything. Rifen and embraced. Once a single line is easy, practice 2 lines, 3 lines, 4 lines, and so on, until you learn, firstly a cappella without the music in the background, a specific part of the song, like a verse or chorus or something like that. Once you nail it, give it a shot with the music, blast the music on, scream along, and see if the original tempo or pitch is good for you. If no, you can slow it down. You can also scream it a bit lower or higher if you need to. And gradually you will be getting closer step by step to the original style presented in the song. Of course, if you want to achieve something similar to the original vocalist, because you don't have to. You can create a totally different arrangement for yourself. All right, so thank you very much. Have a great practice. Let me know how this works. In case of any questions, write the comment below the video or contact me through Facebook or email. You will find the information in the description below this video. Thank you very much. Have a great day and see you around. Bye.